Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. I have finally hooked up a webcam here in my living room setup where I can enjoy my more modern consoles, PS5, Xbox Series, and Switch. And I was like, you know what? Let me see if I can get this other webcam to work. And if it will, then, you know, you guys will have to unfortunately see this. How's it going? Hope everybody's having a good weekend. Hopefully not too much snow or craziness or anything. We're off tomorrow. We're off Monday. We might be off depending on how the weather goes. We're supposed to get freezing rain and sleet and ice and stuff. Maybe Tuesday night. I don't know. So we'll see what happens. It could be a bad week. It could be a bad week for the weather here in Texas because it's not how good you can drive. It's how bad everyone else does. That's the way it goes. Anyway, what's up in Television Gamer? Casey gets the pinned comment. Cyrus, hello. Hello, Casey. Hello, Casey. He says, I picked up more gaming goodness this weekend. Stockton Con. In other news, I head back to work tomorrow after 6 weeks and 2 days off. Holy crap. You got to go back to work tomorrow? What time do you got to be at work? That is a long downtime. I hope you remember what you're doing at work. Be careful, Casey. Be very careful. No mistakes. Luke says, Casey, don't push yourself too hard on your first day back. Absolutely. I think they'll probably be cool with you, but yeah, it's good advice. It's good advice for sure. For sure. Mm-hmm. Casey says, support Cyrus and hit the like button on the way in, fellas. Don't tell people what to do, Casey. How dare you? How dare you try to push people to do things? I can't do that as my family would be all in the videos. What? I don't know what you're referring to. Snow? What's that? 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Well, good luck, sir. Good luck. Casey says, 25 years, I can do it in my sleep. Ha! That's not the kind of bravado we want to hear right now, Casey. We want to hear, yes, you're right. I should be very careful. That's what we want. We would like to hear that, Casey. We would like to hear that. Luke says, are you losing weight, dude? You look like it. Well, who are you to tell me how I look? Like, who do you think you are, buddy? Like, oh, is that a compliment? Oh, I don't know what those are. I'm not familiar with those. Thank you. I think I'm poor and I don't eat out as much. If you know what I'm saying. No, I don't go out to eat as much. If you know what I'm saying. No. I bought a new car this year and it is destroying my bank account. My extra stuff fund is pretty much non-existent at this point. Every month I might get I think I spend maybe 25 bucks a month on games that are on sale on Switch or something like that. $2, $3 games. And that's where I'm at right now. But I'm okay. I'm actually happy. I'm glad to have a good car. But yeah, that's probably got something to do with it. I don't know. Thank you, I guess. Mike's Gaming Gala says, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, Mike? How you doing? How you doing? Luke says, that's right. Only Cyrus can tell people what to do. That's right. Because I'm, who am I again? I'm Suge Knight. Anyway. Casey says, videos from the living room. Yes. Welcome to the magical living room with my devastated, screwed up couch. It used to be really nice once upon a time. And then I had 4 floods in my apartment and 2 cats that decided to take out all of their aggression first on the couch and then on my nice leather shoes that I only wore once and now have become cat toys. Jon Snow has repeatedly reminded me that those are now his shoes. He actually drags them to different parts of the apartment. It's weird. Like, sometimes they'll be in the bedroom. Sometimes they'll be in the bathroom. He'll get them in there. Sometimes they're in here with me right here. He'll drag one over here, one over there. I don't know. Now, that guy is pushy. Now, if there's anybody that's freaking Suge Knight, it would be Jon Snow. He's Suge Cat. Suge Cat. Yeah. Gangsta. Anyway. Mike Wolf. What up, Side Dog? What up? What up, Mike Wolf? Mike Wolf. Luke says, being poor looks good on you. Oh. Thank you. Mike Wolf, Suge shot me. Oh, no. Oh, is Brian here? Brian F. Brian F. Brian F. Thank you, Brian, for being here. Muchos gracias. Mike says, the couches in my front room have taken a number from our cat. Wife hates it. Yeah, when I was married, my wife despised all of our pets. She didn't like any of them. She was responsible for several of them coming into the house, but then she didn't want nothing to do with them. There was a very strong love-hate relationship. I used to have a big basset hound that lived in the backyard with another dog that my ex-wife brought in, and the basset hound did not get along with my ex-wife. Every time, it was hilarious. It was like a bit from like a sitcom or something. Like every time they met eyes, they would stop and just stare at each other. And then my basset hound, who was named Shirley, she would just go, woof. And my wife would be like, well, F you too. They didn't like each other. They had problems with each other. But yeah. It's a thing, I guess. I don't know. Haywood says, it's weird seeing your face skinny. Ooh, is it? Is it weird? I'm not that skinny. I'm still reasonably gigantic. I'm not skinny. If you start spreading rumors around that I'm skinny, believe me, there'll be videos posted of people walking down the street talking about how fat I am. More videos of those. I'll get messages from secret internet detectives saying, shouldn't you lose weight, Cyrus? Let's not start this rumor. It's not healthy for me. I don't need that. The Retro Gamer, which is actually Casey's alt account, says, yeah, our cat has a few marks on our couch also. I think my couch has a few places without marks. Without marks, maybe. Mike says, right? My wife wants a dog. We all know damn well who'll be walking it every day. Yes, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. That's just the way it goes. Mike Wolf, I went into a PetSmart today and there were no actual pets besides fish in there. Wow, that's weird. Are you sure it was a PetSmart you were in? Maybe it was a PetSmart. It wasn't a Long John Silver's. I don't know. That's weird. You would think there would be pets of some sort. Look at this. I even have my little face up here for the gameplay. Look at that. How about that? Huh? I don't know what we're going to play. I really don't have any idea. I got my Xbox going here. Maybe we'll just do some old school stuff. I got old school stuff sitting up here. We can just throw down on some of this stuff. We could do that. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Got to keep them guessing. You got to keep them guessing. We could play something else. We could play something crazy, something wild and wacky stuff. I got a whole bunch of 360 games on here also. Quite a few of those. So many games. So many games. This is the problem we all have right here. We just sit here and scroll forever. Just like, I don't know, maybe. I don't know. GoldenEye? We could play GoldenEye, I guess. We could do that. We were playing that a little bit the other day. We can go back to that. Doom, 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 doom. Dinner. Doom, 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 doom. Where is it? There it is. We could do that for a little bit. Why not? Why not? Let's see. So many games, so little time. Yes. Luke says, the only animals I see in PetSmart are the customers. That's Walmart. Just Cause 2. That's a good one, too. That's a good one. I'm a fan of the Just Cause 2. The devastating Just Cause. Mike says, like TV, when you only have 5 channels, it's easy to pick. When you have 500, there's nothing to watch. True dat. Eating Paste, I just finished the last boss of Cosmic Fantasy 2. Hell to the yeah! And the game took a dump during the ending cinematic and put me back in the dungeon, and now I have to fight the boss again? No way, Eating Paste. No. That sucks, dude. That would never have happened on real hardware. Just saying. It might have happened on real hardware too. I saw that the new Cosmic Fantasy collection is out. It's $50-something. So I want it. I need it. But I'm waiting. I'm gonna wait. I don't care. I'm probably just gonna get it digitally. It would be cool to have it physically, but I don't really need it physically. So I'll probably just get it digitally. So I'll probably wait for it to go on sale at some point. But I definitely want that. Because that's like Cosmic Fantasy 3 and then the 2 different versions of 4, right? So very curious about that. Luke says that music. Rare really did a fantastic job on the music. I think so. Especially because it's a... Oh, look. I got a message from Intellivision Gamer. How do I do this? I don't... Okay, so keep this in mind. Anybody that wants to be friends with me, you're absolutely welcome to message me, but I'm not on... I don't have Game Pass. I'm not on Gold, or I don't have online for Xbox. So keep that in mind. But, yeah. Any pace, at least the boss gives tons of XP, so everyone was leveled up and full life, so the fight will be easy. Oh, that's good. In pace, I got a screenshot of the crash screen. It's $50. Yeah. Wow, I don't remember it being that much. Yeah. It's 3 games. Yeah, it's $52, I think. $52 or $53, something like that. It's a lot. And that's digitally. Like, the special Super Edition is a lot more than that. The physical one, you know. Your mic sounds great, by the way. It sounds like a PC mic. Well, I'll tell you, there's a reason for that. This headset is a very expensive headset. This is one of the things that I splurged on last year, and I've been using it here in the living room for a while. It's an Audio-Technica. It's like $300 for this headset. And it sounds great, but the main reason is for the microphone. It's like the best microphone that you can get on a USB headset. So at least it was at the time, and that's why I bought it. So thank you again for the compliment. Very much appreciated. You get 10 points. In fact, you get 20 points because you had 10 points from the previous compliment. Compliments get you 10 points. You know, unless you're just like trolling me, in which case compliments will get you 20 points probably. Although there is a 10-point tax on that. So it still comes down to 10 points. I'm still working all this out. Mike's Gaming Gala. I live in the gaming dark ages. I don't have any live anything. I don't even have Steam. Sir, you need to get Steam. There's no reason to not have Steam. It's free. They have amazing deals. You can play it's got every PC game on it practically. I mean, there might be one or two that are not on it from like the Epic Game Store. But come on, do it. What are you, crazy? Get down, get to Steam. How do you like that mic? How do you like that mic? I don't know. Mike's gonna go. My computer at home is from work. I can't install Steam on it. Well, very well. I will accept your explanation reluctantly. Mike says, "Sigh here, tariffing compliments." That's right. I'm tariffing the compliments. We're issuing a tariff on all compliments. If you don't like it, sorry, tough. Anyway. Luke's tariffs on point now too. Damn it. And the Retro Gamer says, I love Steam. So many games on Steam. There's literally thousands and thousands and thousands of games on Steam. Thousands of them. I'm having some issues on my PC with RetroArch. It's doing some weird stuff again. Like once in a while it'll start doing weird stuff. It has to do with the game will start but then it won't come up and I'll have to like hit like Alt Tab or Control Delete and go to the task manager and come out and then the game's there but then it'll run all weird. Sometimes it'll be okay but sometimes it won't. And I'm also having problems with my wireless Xbox One controller that I use on my PC. It's not recognizing it as an Xbox controller for some reason. And I updated it. You know, how you can update the controllers, you know? And I tried a few things that people suggested on the internet and just having some issues. This is why I don't really like to game on emulators and stuff. It seems like there's always some kind of weird issues that come up. I like using emulators, but there's some weird problems. I don't know. It's very strange. Casey says, I need to add you as a friend on Steam, sir. Well, I'm Cyrus Martin at yahoo.com or just Cyrus Martin, all one word, on everything. So if you can find me on Steam, you can find me on Xbox, you can find me on PlayStation, you can find me on any service that's on PC. The Switch is the only one you have to have the code. Everything else I'm very, very, very easy to find. Very, very easy. Oh. I like that GoldenEye for the PS3 that's like a remake with Daniel Craig. I bought that not that long ago. I've only played it like that one time I did a stream. I need to go play that some more because that one's actually really cool too. But who doesn't love the classic GoldenEye? I know who loves GoldenEye. Tina Turner. Oh yeah. I'm a stone cold killer. Yo. Suge Knight in the house. Yay, yay. Look at me with an AK. Hang on. There, look. I'm a killer. I see you shooting at me. How dare you shoot at me from a distance? From a distance. Where are you? There you are. Stick around. Are you still up there? Oh, he's running down. Or did I get that guy already? Did I get him? I don't know. I know there's some body armor over here. I think there is. If I remember. Yep, there it is. I remembered. You remembered. You remembered, Cyrus. You remembered. Uh-oh. Whoa, that was weird. Wow. The game, like, froze on me for a second. Y'all saw that, right? That was weird. Damn emulators. Oh, can I? I'm gonna come up here and hit these guys with the butt of my gun. I'm gonna butt them to death. Surprise, motherfucker! Sorry to butt in. Come on, hit it. Hit it! There it goes. Da-da-dum, da-dum. Check it in chat. Check it in chat. Big block Plymouth in the house. What's up, big block? Metal Torso's here as well. How you doing? Luke says, I have that version of GoldenEye on the Wii. I have not played it on the Wii. I bet it's probably pretty close to the PS3 version. It's probably about the same. Except on the PS3, I'm playing it through HDMI. So it might be a higher resolution. I don't know, but probably pretty close to the same. Mike's Gaming Gala. I gotta be clear, there's multiple mics available in the chat at this point. And we can get our streams crossed and wires misconfigured and everybody loses it. And it's dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria. I got to be careful. Mike's Gaming Gala says, Tina Turner sang GoldenEye, but I'm pretty sure it was actually written by Bono. I know, and that's kind of weird, isn't it? It's kind of weird. Because if you imagine Bono singing that song, then it would sound very different. It would have a different meaning to it. It'd be a lot more progressive. Tina Turner nails that song, though. Fantastic. My favorite James Bond theme song. Whatever, I don't know. Intro song. It's my favorite. It's awesome. Luke says, the controller changes on Xbox really made this game so much better. Indeed, I agree. It's so easy to control. It's not even... You don't even have to... It's like I'm not even doing anything almost. It's like, super easy. Super easy. Compared to the, the Trident. Casey says, Dennis. I don't know what that means. Dennis. Better resolution on PS3. The Wii version just has the motion controls, of course. I wonder, what do you think, Luke? I've never checked, and I hadn't even thought about this at all. Does the PS3 version have motion controls? Because if it does, I've never used them, and I would have deliberately turned them off. We might have to check this in a minute. I might have to go get my disc and fire up the PS3 and see what happens here. Because you got me wondering now. That's a dangerous thing to do, Luke. Gaming Gala. I'm just going to say Gaming Gala. Makes it easier. Says, definitely one of my favorites, up there with Live and Let Die, Goldfinger, From Russia with Love, and A View to a Kill. Oh, A View to a Kill is a good one, too. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one, too. I like that one. I don't know how much I like the movie. It's all right. But that song is good. Kamikaze Soundwaves. What's up, dude? Hello, Kami. Hello. How you doing? How's the weather over there? I don't know how it is. I haven't checked. I'm genuinely curious. It's not one of those like fake things that people ask because they don't have nothing else to ask. I'm curious. I hope you're doing okay. I hope it's not too bad. I know it's been crazy everywhere. Big Block, it's been a while, but I think the Switch version was good if you change the controller layout. Yeah, that's what I think too, although yeah, I don't know. It's not like automatically set up like this, but I think you can change it to where it's pretty good. Absolutely. Big Block, it's been a while, but I already read that. Kami says PS3 had 6-axis controller, worked for a handful of games. Yes, that's true. That is true. Plus it had that other thing, the dildos. You know what I mean. The dildos with the camera. It had that also. Mike says, it's going to be 75 here in Arizona next Monday. Wow. Metal Torso, Dennis is my actual name. Metal Torso is my secret identity. Wait a minute. That's confusing me. You're using your secret identity to tell me your real name. Mind blown. You're like an anti-superhero. I see. Well, I'm on to you. Any pace it worked the second time through at the credit. Oh, awesome. How about that ending song on Cosmic Fantasy 2? Pretty cool song. Well, I remember when the first time I ever beat that game. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody that might want to play that. It's possible. But when you beat the ending of Cosmic Fantasy 2, it's got a very interesting ending. It throws you. There's a surprise. We'll just say that, and then it's very sad. And there's a song where this lady's singing, and it was the first time I ever beat a game where the end credits had a song with somebody singing a song. I'd never played a game where that happened before. This was like 1992 when this came out. So anyway, it's a great RPG. So I'm glad you got to do that, dude. Hell yeah. Hell to the yeah. I'm falling further behind. How is this possible? Luke says you can use the Move motion controller on GoldenEye on PS3, but I don't know if the 6-axis motion can be used. Aha! Okay, well, you just answered the question then, Luke. Thank you very much. Casey says, wow, Mike, only mid-60s in Central California. How dare you? How dare you? Eating paste now for something smaller and lighter. Eating paste. Yeah, the dildos with the balls that glow. Yes. And the camera. Don't forget the camera. They don't work without the camera. You know what I'm saying? You got to do it on camera. Pics or it didn't happen. Pics or it didn't happen. I know what you mean, yes. Metal Torso. Oops, the cat's out of the bag. This whole superhero thing is difficult. It's hard to figure out. I understand. Gaming Gala says minus 25 Celsius and 6-foot piles of snow at either side of my driveway here. I'm going to tell you something, Mr. Gaming Gala. I personally want to thank you for trying to convey this information in a measurement that we in the United States can understand. Thank you. I appreciate that. Any paste? I'm getting the Japanese song. I wish I had. Oh, you didn't get the English song. Oh no. Oh no. Well, that sucks. I forgot that. I didn't realize that there was a different song. I actually didn't realize that. Yeah. Well, you're just gonna have to beat it on original hardware, or an emulator or something. I mean, I think there's really no choice, you know. Big Block. My real name is Big Block Plymouth. My legal name is something else. Danger's my middle name. Gaming Gala says, I still went for 30-minute coffee walk tonight. I'm good with this weather. True Canadian. Fair enough. Kamikaze, you care about 5090 cards? I'm getting the first one in a pre-built. The AI part of it is kind of scary. Ooh. Dude, I'm going to tell you something. Kami, I don't know a lot of stuff. You know that. If anybody knows me, they know I don't know a lot of stuff. Okay? I don't claim to be a genius. I don't claim to even be informed. Not even reasonably informed. But I have heard some things, and I just wanted to convey this so you had this available to you. You know, maybe you've heard better things than what I've heard, but I'm going to tell you anyway. I have heard there's some issues with some of these graphics cards doing some problems, like burning up stuff, like they're drawing too much power. I'm not an expert. I'm not trying to tell you something you might know better than I do about all this stuff, but take a look at it. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It's an amazing card, but it requires a amazing amount of electricity as well. So just be careful. Eating Paste, yeah, honestly, the localization of the version is pretty poor. I'll have to pick it up on original hardware one day soon. Yeah, so that's a bummer. Like, you know, these other Cosmic Fantasies, I'm never going to get to play them unless I play these versions, these new versions. There's not a proper, like, westernization of those. So that's the best I'm ever going to get. It's like the first Cosmic Fantasy, you know? I had to beat it like that. But for Cosmic Fantasy 2, I do recommend playing the US version. I definitely do. So, back to the game. We got folks to kill, yo. Let's see if I can shoot him with my little pea shooter. Pew, pew, pew. I want to do that when I shoot him. Hang on. Here we go. Pew, pew, pew. You notice how, like, some movies, when they have a silencer, it sounds like this one does. But some movies, it sounds like just a suppressed, like, more realistic version of a suppressor, you know? What do you prefer? Do you prefer the classic fake silencer, or do you prefer the more realistic version of the silencer? Because my nostalgia heartstrings are being yanked by the fake silencer noise. I really like it. But I know it's not real. But just because it's not real, it doesn't mean it's not awesome. Please connect the controller for player one. What is happening? My controllers. That's what was going on before. My controller's like trying to disconnect on me. There. Alright, now we're going to have to snipe these guys from afar. I like to do that. It's fun. It's so much easier to guide this. Holy crap. On the Nintendo 64, it's like you're fighting with it. You're just like, But on this, it's like super, super easy. Easy mode. Check it a chat. Check it a chat. Kami says, yeah, I saw the card requires a lot of power, but it's AI that makes the graphics better, and that's direction I don't know. What? I'm misreading here. One more time. Kami says, yeah, I saw the card requires a lot of power, but it's AI that makes the graphics better. And if that's direction, I don't know. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, this AI stuff, man, it's just getting more and more pervasive. Dude, it's nuts, all the things that are happening with AI. And it's, the AI is going nuts. And also this quantum computing that I keep hearing about. This quantum computing thing. I don't really understand entanglement. My brother, who's like super science, super nerd guy, has tried to explain some of this to me before, and I was just like, I don't know what you're talking about. But I try to understand some of it. But between the two, between this quantum computing thing and the AI that keeps getting better and better and better, like crazy stuff is going on. Obviously, for video games, in that context, AI is doing awesome stuff for upscaling and creating frames and all this kind of stuff. And this sort of thing and all of this kinds of stuff and this sort of, and I tell you, and anyway. But AI is doing a lot. It's doing a lot. It's doing too much. It really needs to take a break. Just calm down, AI. Calm down. You're doing too much. Yeah, a lot of people losing their jobs over AI, businesses, crazy stuff going on in the voice acting communities and art communities and programming, people that all kinds of businesses you wouldn't even think, courtroom stenographers, all kinds of stuff. It's crazy. It's impacting a lot of different jobs in a lot of different ways. Let's see. Gaming Gala, fake silencer for the win makes you feel more badass. It does. I like the fake silencer. Okay? I do. I like it. I don't care. We like what we like, right? We like what we like. Brian F. The lizard people are taking over. They're behind the AI and in front of it. In fact, they're all around the AI. Lizard people are AI. And AI is also lizard people. I don't know if you know this, but the secret name of AI is lizard people. And their code name is AI. We talked about this a second ago. I think I got that right. Luke says, the only quantum I know is quantum of solace. What about quantum leap? What about quantum leap? Nobody ever asked that question. I've never heard anybody ever say, but what about quantum leap? In any context. I don't think I've ever heard that said. In the middle of a discussion or an argument. You said you would be home by 2 and it's 3 a.m. What have you been doing? What about quantum leap? Oh boy. Yeah. That was a good show. The old one, not they tried to do it again and it was the old one. That was good. That was a cool show. Gaming Gala says, remember when Quantum was the worst Craig Bond film and then Spectre came out? Dude, I am so happy to hear you say that. I was so excited for Spectre. I was like, oh, this looks really good. Really cool camera movements and cool scenery in the mountains and all this awesome shit. You got the, what's his name? Christoph Waltz. This is going to be badass. And then I watched it and I have never been, I won't say never, there's only been a few movies that I've ever watched that I was more disappointed in than Spectre. That was a bad movie, and it was really unfortunate because I really, really, really wanted to like it, and I was let down. Maybe I had really high expectations, and that's the problem, but I don't think so because, I went into what was that one? The best one that he made, not the first one, but the one after Quantum of Solace, the one where M gets killed. The one with Javier Bardem. You know which one I'm talking about. That one, I went in with very high expectations, and it still blew me away. I was still like, holy crap. That one, Skyfall. Thank you. As soon as I saw it pop up in chat, I said, Skyfall. That's a badass movie. That's a good movie. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen the last one that came out. I just didn't watch it yet. I heard such bad things. And then I don't know. I know I shouldn't let people like influence me that way. But I just don't want to see it if it's bad, I don't know. If anybody's seen the last one, don't tell me about it. Just let me know. Is it good? Should I watch it? Or should I just not watch it? Because I love James Bond, but I don't like bad Bond. It's very disappointing. Kamikaze says, I keep seeing AI this. I'm like, do you want Terminators? Because this is how you get Terminators. That's right. That's right. Every movie that has AI in it, it's not good. There's not a movie that has ever come out where AI was okay. There's one movie, and it was the one, I think it's actually called AI. The one with the little kid, the Steven Spielberg movie. That one was pretty good. That was a good movie, and it wasn't a terrible, terrible thing. But other than that, there's never been a good situation where AI is a good thing for mankind. It's always bad. Always. It's not good. Quantum Leap was great. The old one. Spectre was bad. And it was ass. Oh. But not badass. Nodding 56. What's up, Nodding? How you doing? I disagree with Spectre. I liked it because it felt like an old school Bond film, and it even had references to classic Bond films. Okay. I only watched it one time. I didn't enjoy it, but I would be willing to watch it again. Maybe I would like it more the second time. There's movies that I hate the first time and have since come to love very, very much. Biggest example of that is Pulp Fiction. The first time I watched Pulp Fiction, I just didn't get it. It didn't click. I was like, what the blah, blah, like, what kind of movie is this? And I don't understand. And it aggravated me. There was things in the movie that just annoyed me. I was like, what? Why? And then I thought about it for a while, and I watched it again. The second time I watched Pulp Fiction, I was like, oh, I get this. It's like a book. I see what's happening here. And then I started to watch it a lot. I've seen it a lot. And it has since become one of my favorite movies. So sometimes things are too good for me. Sometimes something comes out. I'm not saying that's what's going on with Spectre, but sometimes a movie will come out and I'm just too stupid to understand. And it takes me a little while to come around, So I'm willing to, especially because it's a James Bond movie, I'm willing to be like, all right, let's try this again with lower expectations and an understanding, of like what you're saying right now, that I need to look for these things. These things will be markers for stuff that I would enjoy. So I'm willing to try it again. I'm willing to do that. Right now, nah, but I'm willing to try it again. Gaming Gala. I left the theater angry. No Time to Die is a pass from me. Okay, well, that sucks. That's what I kind of figured, though. That's why I haven't seen it. Luke says, I like the last one, but it wasn't great. It's a mediocre watch, but not Spectre or Quantum bad. Set your expectations low and you won't be disappointed. Okay. I didn't hate Quantum of Solace. I didn't love it. It was okay. I didn't hate it, though. I know a lot of people really don't like that movie. It was okay. But yeah, I don't know about that Spectre, and I'm not sure about. I will watch eventually. I will watch No Time to Die. I just haven't done it yet. Luke says, I didn't like Dial of Destiny the first time, but really enjoyed it on my second watch. Okay, see, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. There's movies that I think that there's stuff that we're just not ready for mentally, and it catches us the wrong way. And if we can, like, get it's sort of like jumping in a pool, you know? You put your foot in, you're like, oh, that water's cold. Ugh, I don't want to get in that pool. But if you just jump in the pool, you start to get used to it, and then pretty soon you're having a good time, and you're like, okay, I just wasn't ready for this, you know? I'm not saying that's necessarily what's going on in this situation, but yeah, it's something that happens. For show. Gaming Gala, I like Dial Destiny as a popcorn flick. Second time I watched Spectre, I thought it was worse than the first time I watched it. Waltz is so wasted in that film. From what I remember feeling the same way. I was like, what is he doing? Like, he's not doing anything. I just felt like Waltz walked through that movie instead of waltzed. I know, that's a terrible pun. But anyway, it wasn't what I wanted at the time, at the place. Nodding 56 says, there's only 2 Bond films I'm not fond of. Diamonds Are Forever and Die Another Day. Die Another Day. Yeah. Connery's last official Bond film was phoned in. Die Another Day was a CGI clusterfuck with bad acting. Yeah, Pierce Brosnan has talked about how disappointed he was in that movie as well. And he really felt like they were doing something. He's like, I saw an interview with him where he was talking about his Bond films. Obviously, his first 2 were really good. His third one, which I think is The World Is Not Enough, he was like, about halfway into that movie, we were doing something really cool. And then everything got messed up. I don't know if it was the studio messing with them or whatever, but you can actually see it happen when you watch that movie. The World Is Not Enough gets to a certain point, and it's really good. And then things start to kind of fall apart. And I know what he's talking about. But yeah, he's talked about his last one. It was like, ugh, it wasn't good. And as far as Diamonds Are Forever, not everything holds up. We'll just say that. Luke says Quantum had a weak villain. Yeah, I don't remember too much of it. So that's probably why. Gaming Gal, I agree. Quantum had a weak villain and an awful title song that set a weak tone. Otherwise, it's okay. It was all right. Luke says, you can't get much worse than Her Majesty's Secret Service and Never Say Never Again. Never Say Never Again is a hilarious movie. He's old as hell and not even supposed to be James Bond, and he's doing it. And it's cheeky and it's funny. It's not really... It is James Bond, but it's not James Bond, and it's just funny. I can appreciate that movie. Her Majesty Magnificent was a great Bond film, closest to the novel of any of. I have never seen that one. Dansby is weak though. Luke says, I agree, Mike. When it starts out with a bad song, you can't expect much. It had the weakest villain of all of them, in my opinion. Yeah, I'd say it's the closest to the novels, but I hated Lazenby. I just view Lazenby as a guy doing his best Connery impression. Oof. Mike's Gaming Gal says, man, I want to do a stream chatting Bond now. I'm a Bond nut, dude. Connect, controller. Quit doing that. There we go. Mike, like, I would definitely watch that stream. I would definitely watch you talk about James Bond. Yeah, I love James Bond. I love him. If you love him, why don't you marry him? Well, maybe I will. I'll dress in a disguise. Trick James Bond into marrying me. And we'll have little Bond babies. Wait a minute. My dream seems to be kind of complex, the more I think about it. Ah, shot him in the ass. Come on, get down here. Oh, yeah. Oh, I like to shoot these little alarms. I forgot about that. I used to do that I used to take my time and just go through this, like, basically just doing this over and over. I don't know how many times I played this game and not really done anything. Just goofed around doing nothing. It's fun. Such a fun game. One of the best N64 games. One of the top 5. And definitely the best James Bond game ever made. There's not another one that's better. I can't think of one anyway. If you guys can think of a better James Bond video game than this, let me know. Because I don't know what it would be. All right. Luke says, Pierce Brosnan is my favorite Bond. I even like Timothy Dalton, though. I know that's a divisive pick. Gaming Gala Dalton was ahead of his time. We talked about this once, Mike. I remember in a chat, I brought this up. I brought up Timothy Dalton when we were talking about Bond at some point. Because I remember you agreeing with what I said. Which was, yeah, Timothy Dalton was fucking badass. Timothy Dalton was the Daniel Craig of his day. Like, he did what they did with Daniel Craig before that, and that people weren't ready for that shit. The Living Daylights is pretty damn good, but License to Kill, it's too brutal, man. There's a scene in that movie where they put this guy in this depressurizer thing. You know what I'm talking about. Stays in my head. I see that scene sometimes in my head. That was a brutal movie. Timothy Dalton is fucking awesome. I love Timothy Dalton. I've seen him in a bunch of stuff. Did you ever see him in that what was that show with the vampires and the werewolves and the Frankenstein and all that? It had Eva Green from James Bond. What was the name of that show? Anyway, he's awesome in that show. He's awesome in like everything he ever does. Timothy Dalton is phenomenal. I love him. I love him as well. We'll have a love triangle between me, James Bond. Well, Timothy Dalton's James Bond. Maybe I love Timothy Dalton. Maybe that's what it is. Oh my, the Living Daylights. All right, where was I in the chat? Checking the chat. For me, it's Connery, Craig, Dalton, Brosnan, Moore, Lazenby. Okay, that's a good lineup. That's a very good lineup. Big Block says, Sai is a Bond girl. I come out of the water. Yeah. Luke says, Moore was the first Bond I ever watched. My first Bond film was A View to a Kill. I still love that one. Yeah, Roger Moore was James Bond when I was a kid, and the stunt work was so fucking badass. Moonraker was really cool. I mean, when you're a kid, you know, obviously it's not one of my favorite James Bonds, but like when I was a kid, I thought it was awesome. And A View to a Kill, also very, very good. He was old though, and this was the problem that I had with James Bond when I was a kid, was he was old. By the time we got, like when I was a kid, Roger Moore was already old. Like, and then they stopped making Bond movies for a while. So when Pierce Brosnan came in and they brought it back and they blew it all out, like, new energy and everything, GoldenEye was so special because of that. That really cemented me as a fan of James Bond. I mean, I liked the Sean Connery stuff. It was older movies. It was still cool, and I liked them. But if it wouldn't have been for Pierce Brosnan coming in and bringing this new energy and this new awesome feel for James Bond, I wouldn't have gone back and watched those movies again and really fell in love with James Bond the way that I did. So, yeah, Pierce Brosnan, pretty badass. I really like Pierce Brosnan. It's an interesting story too, the behind the scenes stuff about what happened with Pierce Brosnan and all that. So pretty interesting. They kind of screwed Timothy Dalton over a little bit. But that's kind of what the Broccolis did. And I don't mean the actual vegetable broccoli. Nodding says, it would have been cool if we could have played the different Bonds as originally intended for multiplayer. Yeah. They give you a lot of characters, but there's only a couple of characters from other Bond things other than GoldenEye. It would have been cool to have all the Bonds. That would have been really cool. I think there's a hack that you could get to play like on like a EverDrive or something where you can do that. But yeah. Luke says, From Russia with Love is actually my favorite. That's a really cool movie. That train sequence is freaking badass. That is a really cool movie. I like that movie. Mike Skimagala, oof. A View to a Kill is terrible, but fun enough. Well, it's Bond, Too bad they showed his head inflating like a balloon, took away from the scene. Yeah. Luke says, yeah, View to a Kill is probably the weakest Moore film, but it was my first exposure. Ooh. It'll always have a special place in my heart due to that. Roger Moore was the oldest to ever play Bond. Probably the oldest. Daniel Craig's pretty old, but I guess Roger Moore was still playing it. And he was, Sean Connery was still when he did the Never Say Never Again. I don't know. I guess Roger Moore was really old. Damn. Gaming Gala. My dad is a huge Bond fan, so I grew up on Connery. First Bond film I saw was Goldfinger. I knew Bond before I knew Santa Claus. Yeah, Goldfinger was awesome. Pretty old, though. Pretty old. Yeah. But still awesome. Luke says, I struggle watching Connery Bond films now. I love them, but they definitely feel dated. Yeah. I mean, they are. It was a simpler time with simpler movie making methods, and it's very, dude, there's been so much stuff that's come since then that's pulled from that stuff, like the Austin Powers movies and all that, you know what I mean? Like the old school James Bond, it feels old, it does. And that's because it is old. It's very old. James Bond has been around for a while. He's been around for a minute. They're still my favorites. Just watch them as period pieces. To me, the best thing with Craig Bond films was watching his character progression into the Bond that we've known for so long. Yeah, I really like Daniel Craig as an actor, and I thought he did a really good job as James Bond, at least for the most of the films and most of the ones. I haven't seen all of them. Like I said, I didn't see the last one. But for the most part, I thought he was really good. I never had a problem with what he was doing, you know? So, yeah. Connery was younger than Moore, believe it or not. Wow. Wow. That's crazy, man. That is crazy. Moore played Bond up until he was 57. Wow. He looked at... I mean, I remember being a kid, seeing James Bond on TV. You know, he's in that transforming boat car thing. And I'm like, this guy looks old. He's skiing down the mountain, and I'm like, wow. And then Timothy Dalton starts skiing down the mountain, and you're like, yeah. I don't know. He was pretty old. Mike says, my issue with that Craig progression was how they ended it mostly. I'm going to have to watch it just to see what happens. It's like playing The Last of Us 2. I've never done it because I already know what's going to happen. It's been ruined for me 1,000 times over. And I'm kind of glad it was ruined for me because I don't even want to experience that. I own The Last of Us 2. I don't know if I'll ever play it because I just don't want to experience that. So, eventually I'll watch this Bond movie, but I don't know. I'm just not ready. I'm not ready for it. Luke says, yeah, a better ending could have made it great, but I just enjoyed watching the story played out as bumpy as it was. Gaming Gala says, the character arc, though, Casino Royale was perfect, ending with the Bond, James Bond. Yeah. Yeah, Casino Royale was fucking great. It was really good. Quantum of Solace, Skyfall, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Spectre. And then this thing that I haven't watched yet. That's all of them, right? I don't think I missed any one of them. Alright, gonna get back to script writing and let's finish a level. We're 63 minutes in. We're here to hang out, man. The gaming is secondary. I'm not like... I think a lot of channels get really focused on the gaming. I can't. I do one or the other. So, but yeah, and you know, enjoy the writing. Please focus on what you're doing. Absolutely. Luke says The Last of Us 2 is trash. Ew, gross. Ew. Still be listening. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mr. Gaming Gala. And thank you everyone else for hanging in there watching this. Now that my face is among... You don't just hear me, you see me. It's difficult. And I appreciate you hanging in there for this. Back to the game. There's games to be played. The game's afoot. Well met. No, but I did... I did something to your mother with this mouth. Trebek. My buddy Evil is always doing the Sean Connery, Celebrity Jeopardy stuff from Saturday Night Live. Daryl Hammond, I think, is the guy who did Sean Connery on there. Fucking hilarious. So funny. Man, when you do this on the N64 and you're like trying to snipe people from way down, the way the N64 renders its graphics, stuff gets like way down there, like it turns to like this staticky, pixely mesh of molten graphics. So weird looking. I don't know how many times I've done this over the years. Sneak around. Okay. Okay, I got him. Got him. Damn it. Oh, that looks painful. Sorry, dude. My bad. Oh, hi there. Trying to hide inside a wall. What a jerk. Actually, better hop off. It's really late for me. Thanks for coming, Luke. Muchos gracias, sir. I will see you again soon. I knew you were there. Hello, shoulder. I used to cheat on this all the time and get the rocket launcher and just freaking just unload rockets on these people. So funny. This is a fun game. Even if you just cheat and you're goofing around, it's so fun. This was the original Grand Theft Auto. Like, throw the cheat codes on and just goof around doing stupid shit. This was the original version of that. There's no way he knew I was here. I mean, other than hearing all the other gunfire. Nodding 56. The objective-based gameplay really revolutionized first-person shooter games. Yeah, absolutely. GoldenEye, back in the day, was revolutionary, man. Absolutely. 100%. It's like Half-Life, you know? Just totally changed the game. Oh, yeah. How do you miss me at that range with an AK-47? How's that even possible? What are you, a stormtrooper? Man, I used to love just breaking the glass. It's like shooting it till it breaks. Destructible environments. Pretty new concept back then. You didn't see it very much. Don't you hate when you like shoot a chair and it explodes? There might be a problem with our design of our latest model chair. What's the problem? Well, if you shoot it with a bullet once, it's okay. But let's see, one, two, three. I think 3 bullets and it will actually explode. 3 bullets? Yeah. Can we change that? Is there something we could do? We're working on it, but I don't know. It's going to be tough. These chairs will just explode. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on that one. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I'm not doing all this stuff. I'm on the easiest difficulty, so I don't have to do all the extra stuff. All right, guys, it's time to jump down the bridge. Bungee cord time. Although on this, he doesn't actually have a bungee cord. He just somehow doesn't die because he's freaking James Bond. Oh my God. Eating paste. Just listened to the Working Designs ending song to Cosmic Fantasy. It's amazing. That's what I was trying to tell you, man. Yeah, I wish I was able to experience this as a kid. Dude, when I experienced it, like I said, it was the first time I'd ever played any game where there was a song where people sang to you in the end credits. And not just that, it was a good song. It was really cool. I was blown away. There are so many things about the TurboGrafx that shocked me and surprised me and blew my mind. Absolutely blew my mind. My brain was Swiss cheese before it was Swiss cheese. Consistently, my brain has been exploded many, many times. And many of those times was from TurboGrafx stuff. Absolutely. Eating paste. I wish I was able to experience as a kid. Nodding 56. All the chairs explode. Yes. Soviet craftsmanship. In Soviet Russia. Yeah. Brian F says it's the ultimate hot seat. Oh, there's probably some good James Bond level puns that we could throw in. You got to have James Bond level puns for this stuff. The hot seat one, that's a good one. That's a good one. Go game go. Jeffrey. 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 Did you guys ever hear my Jeffrey song? If you didn't, you should check out Papa Pete's Bowling League. We missed Jeffrey at bowling, so I wrote him a very special song. And I sang it. And I apologize for that. Because God knows nobody needs that. It did not have the effect of wooing Jeffrey back to playing bowling with us. And I'll just say that. I'm doing good, Jeff. I'm doing good. Okay, we got through the first mission. That only took us over an hour. Let's start the next one. I was like, dude, it's the movie. It's the movie. First time I ever played this, I was like, whoa. And then I was like, whoa. And then I was like, whoa. Like, I can shoot his hat off. He doesn't do anything. He's just like, my hat flew off. That's weird. Hey, you're not supposed to shoot me. Damn it. I screwed that up. Oh yeah, and like the fact that they leave like little blood blotches where you shoot them. Damn it! Why does my controller keep doing that? How dare you, Xbox? Yeah, there were so many things about this game that did stuff that you never saw in other games before. It's very impressive. Very, very impressive. We all needed that, Cyrus. Well, how did they get the music like this on the N64 cartridge? It's very good. It sounds like CD music, but it's not. It's cartridge. Nintendo 64, you are a magical, mysterious beast. Man, this is easy. Xbox controller really helps. Oh yeah. Imagine being this badass where you could just go through like a Soviet facility where they have like machine guns and all you do is just run around with your pistol just killing everybody, like not even nothing. Get out of here, Doctor. Time to leave, Dr. Doke. Dr. Joke. Thank you, sir. You guys get out of here. Come on, get out of here, dude. Run. You can, like, stealthily go through these levels as well. You don't have to do it this way. Get out of here, man. How was that guy just standing there like that? Oh, stupid controller. Quit doing that. I do not consent. Hi, guys. What you doing? They're doing experiments. That's where we need to be. Hey, it's Ned Stark. Glad you could make it, 007. Thank you, sir. For England, James? No, for me. How do I get out of here? Oh, there you go. I was like, how do I get out of here? I cannot remember. All right. A little different than the ending of the movie, or the beginning of the movie. You know what I mean. Leave no witnesses. Achievement unlocked. Awesome. Hell yeah. All right. Guys, I've enjoyed playing a little bit of GoldenEye and talking a little bit of James Bond. It's been fun. I think we've all bonded a little tonight. There's my James Bond pun for the evening. Thanks for hanging out with me in the living room. It's been a good time. It's been fun. I'll probably stream again tomorrow. Maybe, probably. But yeah, guys, have fun. Enjoy your weekend. Go watch an awesome movie of some sort, perhaps one that involves a British spy. Austin Powers, maybe. Or maybe another one of some sort. Have a good time, guys. Again, thanks very much for hanging out. I definitely appreciate it. Extra 10 points for everybody for hanging out this long. Everybody that remained. So anybody that left early, unfortunately, is going to miss out on those points. Casey, Metal Torso, Mike's Gaming Gala, Big Block Plymouth, Jeff from Go Game Go, Jeffrey, Jeff, whom we all adore and love, the Retro Casey, did I say Casey? I think I did. Brian F., Nodding 56, Luke's Awakening, Nodding. I already said nodding. Mike Wolf was here. Kamikaze Soundwave, of course. Kamikaze, you're always welcome. I love when you come to hang out. That's awesome. Did I not say eating paste? If I didn't, eating paste, 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 eating paste, eating paste, eating paste, 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 eating paste. That's a lot of eating of paste. We're eating a lot of paste on this channel. Anybody else? Blah 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 blah. Haywood Jablomi. Thank you for being here, Doctor. Thank you very much. Yeah, I know I missed somebody. I know I did. I'm bad at that. It happens. Don't take it personal. My brain is Swiss cheese and old. It's old Swiss cheese, which is the worst kind of old thing and the worst kind of cheese. Old Swiss cheese. It smells bad. It's not good. Ugh, it's not good. But that's what we're working with here. That's what we're working with. So, anyway. All right, I'm going to go. Guys, be good. I'll talk to you later. Take care. Bye-bye.